I love this guy's shirt, I tell you. No, I'd love to have you get up here. Come on, get up here. Let me see. Get up here. Get this guy up here. Take those shirts off and give them to me right now. She voted to approve Joe Biden's radical left justice, Ketanji Brown Jackson, the most far left justice in history by a factor of about 6. In fact, we will also keep men out of women's sports. Right?
Yeah, forget keeping men out of women's sports. You need to keep men out of women's uteruses. But anyways, we know Donald Trump is nonsense. And of course, because he likes to get money from all of his minions, he held another Save America rally. This time it was in Alaska. And it was filled with all sorts of, vitriol, transphobia, implicit racism, if not just kind of like real racism, direct racism, I should say. But of course, what would you expect at a Trump rally? Now, while Trump definitely had the opportunity to promote his social media app, Truth Social, well, he decided instead that he'd go ahead and take aim at Elon Musk for his fallout in backing out of that deal to buy Twitter.
And go out, by the way, while I'm here and sign up now for Truth Social. It's hot as a pistol, and you see that, I call that one right. Leon's, I tell you what, Elon is not gonna buy Twitter. Where did you hear that before? From me. From a fake account. She says fake, a lot of them. Nah, he's got himself a mess. He said the other day, I've never voted for a Republican. I said, I didn't know that. He told me he voted for me. So he's another shit artist, but he's not gonna be buying it.
Yeah, I guess it sounds like Donald Trump isn't too interested in returning to Twitter anytime soon. His favorite app that banned him, of course. Anyway, well, the rally, it had other casts of characters that were equally of nonsense and tomfoolery. And they gave us some very typical, we would expect Trumpian takes. Here is Sarah Palin, for example, laying out what's at stake for the midterms.
And it's no longer Democrat versus Republican. This is all about control versus freedom. They use the pandemic as an example in order to achieve a goal of controlling you. Look, they have wanted you to retreat, to just give up. But my dad, he taught me different. Well, my dad's words exactly were, don't retreat, reload.
I wish her dad's advice or words were like something along the lines of abstinence or maybe birth control. But hey, we have Sarah Palin and we do our best with it. And of course, as far as other people we do our best with, well, Mike Lindell, because we know that a Trump rally wouldn't be complete without his appearance. Well, here he is claiming that Trump is going to be reinstated to the White House next month, sometime around the 20th and 21st, because he doesn't want to be exact, but kind of wants to manage expectations. Anyway, Mike definitely plans to hold an event in Missouri, and it's going to be bigly, huge, yeah.
This is so exciting because this is all going to lead up, everybody, to, and I've got to say this, August 20th and 21st, the biggest event this country in our lifetime. I believe it's the most important event ever in our lifetime. What this is going to do, this will be in Springfield, Missouri, live streamed to the world. And it's a 2-day event. It's invite only. You guys will be there.
Yeah, you said that. It's an invite only. So it's in Springfield, Missouri.
Yeah, Springfield, Missouri. It's so important. There'll be, the invites will be going out. These will be influencers, podcasters, grassroots. It'll be church leaders, okay? And when we do this, everybody, imagine every state will be getting up there saying, here's our footprint. You're all going to hear what's the good going. Where's our hope?
Some days I really wish Mike Lindell would just go broke and go away. But as long as he's continued to give him, get a mic and probably get a paycheck somewhere, we're going to have to see his face and hear his nonsense. Jessica, how does all this sit with you in terms of this Save America rally from Alaska?
Yeah, the shirt thing is quite shocking. We knew that Trump supporters would quite literally give him the shirt off of their backs, but the shirt with Trump's face all over it is kind of shocking. Because I think about like how much I don't like watching myself back on video. I think a lot of people can relate to not wanting to have their pictures taken. It's really unrelatable to want a shirt with your face all over it. And this guy starts taking his shirt off as if to give it to Donald Trump. And I have no idea if Trump's staff ended up giving it to him. But like, would you wear a shirt with your face all over it? It's just obvious that he's such a maniacal narcissist. And the Elon Musk thing is really interesting, him kind of turning on Elon. It goes to show, his supporters are gonna watch this and say, Trump is so fair. He used to love Elon. Elon, had an endorsement of Trump. He said, he thought Trump was a good guy. But now because Elon has changed his mind and has said, I think I'm gonna go for DeSantis this time around. Now Trump is writing off Elon. It's not about being fair and saying, oh, he signed a bad contract, I read the contract. It's really about Trump only liking people who give him their support. Again, it's just him being a narcissist, and Palin making this about freedom versus control is insane. The left in America is up in arms, not literally, but we're quite upset that the Supreme Court of the United States is taking away our civil liberties. And people on the right are telling their base that the opposite is true, that they're the party of freedom and the left wants control, when really all people on the left in the United States is calling for is have a government that represents them and their interests. And so again, it's them fear-mongering their base, telling them a bunch of lies, and running the same thing that actually didn't work as well as it did the first time in 2016 and 2020. Now they're trying to do it again, and we've got the My Pillow guy basically saying we're gonna try another coup. It's a circus.
Yes, it is an absolute circus. And the thing is, unfortunately, this is who these people are. And Trump has been able to really almost draw it out of a lot of these people, because I would like to think that they were somewhat quiet before, or if they were out here spouting off, it was only on social media. Now they're actually actively engaged, really falling into also these conspiracy theories. Really seems to be playing on this, the fact that our education system hasn't been great.